let's do this essay. Last essay, very last essay of university year 1. Hi guys, how you doing? So it's been a little while. So it is currently almost mid-May. Wow, it's been a crazy couple of months, hasn't it? Again, like I've said before, when I'm feeling a bit better, I will talk about my experience with COVID-19 pneumonia. At the minute, it's all a little bit too close, really, and I'm still recovering and still not feeling my best. So, in a little bit, I will talk about it. But for now, I actually have some really big things to focus on, which I think I'd like to share with you guys. So, again, I just want to say thank you to everybody for continuing to support me and following me through. I know I haven't really had a lot of content going up, and certainly not a lot of makeup while I've been poorly, but I really appreciate the support and the likes and new subscribers. Hello. Really just, you know, the little messages and comments and get well wishes, so thank you very much. And if you're new here, hi guys, I'm Danny. So, you know, lots on my channel, so you're going to see lots of makeup, study stuff like this for studying medieval history at university. I'm in my first year. Our IVF and TTC journey for a family, nearly 8 years now. And just little bits of my little life. But this video today is going to be about study. Yay, we'll get back to some study. So obviously uni hasn't really gone to plan at all. The strikes in February. All in all, I probably haven't really had proper lectures since December, much like many university students up and down the country. So we've had some online lectures, a few, between the strikes and then the start of COVID, and lockdown happening in March. Uni's been quite crap, really, all in all. Not what we expected, and I think a lot of us presumed that possibly exams would be cancelled or postponed or something like that, but they're not. They're going ahead, and they've been converted from paper exams to online exams. Quite worried about that because I'm not really a technically savvy person. You know, I still take notes by hand. All my friends in class are trying to get me to use a computer to take notes, but the idea is I think they're going to give us a number of questions. We pick 2 and write an essay on that over a period of time. It's supposed to be a 2-hour exam. They've given us an extra hour each, I believe. And then you just upload it to, we have Canvas, but it's basically an online university site. So you just upload it to there and submit it as if you would submit it like any other written essay. But oh my god, it's got me feeling so much anxiety and really panicky because I just don't know how it's going to go. I also have not a lot of time left to revise. Really, this is the first week that I felt well enough to get up, get dressed and spend most of the day out of bed. I mean, I still need to take naps quite a lot throughout the day. Just doing little tasks has me feeling so exhausted, which is kind of post-viral fatigue syndrome that I tend to get after these pneumonias with my condition. But obviously with COVID, it's been completely different and so much worse. I'm finding off antibiotics, so I am feeling a bit better in myself, but I had such a good study routine planned as well, and you know, I was going to meet up with the girls, we're going to go to the library. It just hasn't worked out at all, so it feels like everything's been turned on its head. I'm sure you all feel like that too. Yeah. So basically the exams are on the 3rd and the 5th of June. It's on the 14th of May. Not a lot of time. And I have an extension on my last essay for history, my perspectives essay. Everybody else has got theirs in. Well, I'm sure some people have got an extension like me, but most people have got theirs in already. And I'm really struggling because I missed the last month and a bit worth of lectures. I had pneumonia in December again, and I missed lectures then, so I'm really fallen behind on this and I'm really struggling. It's not like I can even go and see my tutor now. So, and I've got this awful brain fog. I swear the COVID has affected my brain. I don't seem to be able to think straight. I can't string an idea together. I've tried mind maps, I've tried rereading and going over the material, but I just can't seem to find the connection to put this comparison together. So the question is, it's a 2,500 word essay on the following question: how can local, national and or global approaches be used to explore and understand continuity and change in history? Not my favourite module. I've really enjoyed the lectures, but so far of the year I have really struggled with this module, as opposed to some of the other modules. So I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to be doing a comparison, I think, between the Black Death and the Spanish influenza, because we basically have to choose at least two themes, choose at least two time periods covered during the module, and discuss process of continuity and change in relation to at least two themes, analyse the impact of continuity and change on at least two societies, states or specific groups of people, critically engage with a historical perspective and use these in modules. So I think I'm going to do a comparison of the Black Death versus the Spanish influenza. Now, current, you say? I chose this topic in like December, before all this happened. Ironic? I think it might be the reason I'm finding it so hard to start working on it, because it's too close to home, really. I probably will throw in a little bit of a what have we learnt and what have we put in place and in practice with regards to COVID, from past history of pandemics, but it's just not a topic I really want to think about much at the minute. It's just too real. Every time you turn on the news you just see the number of deaths and it's just insane. When did we become so blasé about it? When did we start saying, oh, at least there was only 300 deaths today as opposed to 800? 300. It's just too much, isn't it? So anyway, that is what I'm going to be doing for the rest of the week. So come with me, study with me. If I think that I've got a little tip I can show you, I will try and share it with you, but you will have learned by now I am by no means a model student. I am by no means very clever at all, and I am by no means very good at this. I'm just winging it and holding on for dear life and just hoping to make it through to year 2 and hope that I do enough to pass, which I never wanted. I wanted firsts all the way if I could get them. And I think if I had been able to attend uni and had time to study, I think I would have done okay. But I haven't, and my condition was always going to get in the way, and it has done, with spectacular flair as always. But I might just have enough in me left to pass, and if I could just get onto year 2, then I just feel like over the summer I could press the reset button and hopefully I'll be allowed out of isolation and back in September. Currently on week 9, haven't left the house since the 8th of March. They said 12 weeks shielding for people like me, but who knows, this antibody test might help me a lot. But the idea of not being able to go back with my friends in September is something I don't want to think about right now. So I've got to get this essay done this week so that next week and the week after I can study. I can come up with an action plan for revision for these exams. I'm really, really worried that I'm going to fail. And it'd be such a shame because I've worked so hard, but I'm going to do my best. That's all I can do. That's all anybody can do in this situation. There's so many students out there right now that are up against this and, converting to online exams, and just the whole school year, whether you're in A-levels or GCSE or uni, first year, second year, third year, dissertation, oh my God, I feel for you guys. Everybody's just in the same boat and looking at each other going, FML. So, okay, let's do this essay. Last essay, very last essay of university year 1. To start, need a cup of tea. Love this cup, got it for Christmas. I'm going to start by going back to the booklet. I'm going to start by going back to the booklet that we were given at the start of term and just reread the sources really and come up with some ideas, and I'll probably just pop them down manually. I've also printed out a number of journals on the Black Death and the Spanish influenza. So basically my first approach to any essay is research and reading to come up with a general idea, and then as I go it tends to trigger ideas for the actual essay itself. So basically what I'm going to do right now is a whole bunch of reading. Okay, so next I've got my little pumpkin productivity study planner, which I love. This is just amazing, honestly. It's so simple but so effective, so I love this. I don't keep it too detailed, but yeah, this is my little set of jobs that I really need to do. So I'm going to read the seminar book, find the 2 themes that I need, and links to that, read some of the articles, make some notes from the articles, read books, basically make notes from the books, answer the seminar questions that are in the seminar booklet to give me some idea of the direction I need, create a mind map for ideas, plan the essay, full-on essay plan, and then paragraph ideas. So mostly research today. Highly recommend this though. Right, so here goes. I have my question. How can local, national and or global approaches be used to explore and understand continuity and change in history? I'm about to start my introduction. So I've got my notes that I've written up, and just for me I do this at the start of my research notes. So the case 1 study is going to be the Black Death. So anything in purple is title and brief explanation and information for citations. Blue is just general notes that I might want to sort of explore in more depth later on. Green is anything that's written in my own words or my own ideas. Pink is other works, other people's work and words that will need to be referenced and used in citations. Orange is citations that have been used that I then transfer onto another sheet, because I'm definitely going to use those ones, and then I just sort of start writing. So basically, because I do things the long way and write things out by hand, I now have to basically go through and pick out what I want to use. It's quite a lot, and write it up. So here we go. I'm currently just working my way through this. This is actually a primary source written at the time of the Black Death, the Chronicle of Jean du Venet. So I'm just basically reading the source that we were given and highlighting any key information, and then what I do is I break it down. So I've written chooses to believe in superstition, signs from God, omen, warning sign of the pestilence and plague to come. He talks about the spread of disease so far, and then I'm going to link it to this next bit which talks about religion, so that can be one of my themes possibly. And then I've just made some notes on paper this time. So I found my time period, 1348, so that's one thing ticked off from my list. And then basically what I do is I make the notes, and if there's a direct quote I write in green pen that I sort of make out that it's a quote to highlight it to myself, and I put if it's a direct quote, and then I cite as I go. So I pop the citation down that I'll need to sort of reference later on. Later on tonight I'll go and actually put that on a little piece of paper separately, the correct way of citing that for Chicago, and I just sort of mention the details of what book that was from and where the source came from. If I've paraphrased, I do the same, so I sort of make my little note on it and document that it's paraphrased from the primary source and the relevant citation, and I keep it sort of colour coded. So that's sort of where I am at the minute. I'm just working my way through. Good morning guys, so it is now Saturday. It's really crunch time now to get this essay done and get some revision for the exams. Don't know where the time's going. So yesterday was really productive. I managed to find some really good articles and some bits and books that really helped me. So I wrote probably most of the essay yesterday essentially, but as you guys know, I am a glutton for punishment and I write it out in longhand and basically then type it up and trim it all down and stuff. I'm going to try and do it differently next year, but it's just how I've always worked and how I learned, so that's what I'm doing. So I basically found some articles that I really like. I've isolated, spare room sort of become a bit of a library floor at the minute. I've isolated some books that I'm really using at the minute. Got some spare books over there. Today is a bit of a busy one. It's my sister-in-law's birthday, but obviously because of lockdown we can't go to London and be with her to celebrate. At this moment in time she probably thinks that nobody's really bothering at all, but we're going to surprise her with a little Zoom call later and something, and we're all getting dressed up. 90s outfits. I'm giving Britney Spears. Got a schoolgirl outfit over there. Not my original one obviously, I wouldn't fit into that. Something similar because I did go to a Catholic school. Yeah, it wasn't Britney Spears at all. So that is sort of this afternoon. So really I need to get a lot done this morning. So I'm just going to make a plan and go from there. But first, breakfast. Who doesn't love a bowl of Cocoa Pops and a good cup of tea first thing in the morning? And a little bit of OJ because I may have had a glass of wine last night. It's Saturday. No, it's not Saturday, is it? It's Sunday. And I just think, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to go outside and have fun. It looks nice outside, nice and warm and sunny. And fun. Still writing. I'm still on the first theme, and as always with me, I have written way too much. (1,786 words so far of a 2,500 word essay. Why do I do this? I suppose I can cut it down later, but it's currently nearly 6 o'clock in the evening. Stopped a bit for lunch and we just spent an hour doing a surprise birthday Zoom. I was dressed up as Britney. I've taken my wig off and my dress and everything. It's Britney, bitch.
Every time they turn the lights down.
So yeah, hence the bad 90s makeup. So that was fun to do for an hour. So if you're watching, happy birthday Lil, love you. But now it's back to essay writing. But oh god, am I so bored of it now. The weather is so nice outside, I just want to go out and chill in the garden in sunshine with the pins. Hey, good morning. So it's another day, and actually, a shocker, I was thinking about it and I thought, you probably haven't seen me with any makeup on for a while. So apologies about that. It just, you know what it's like when you've been in isolation during lockdown. It just doesn't feel like a lot of need for it at the minute. Plus it's been super hot. But I thought perhaps if I put some more paint on today, it might give me some oomph and motivation to get this essay done. So I just popped a little bit of face on, and actually I do feel better. I feel a little bit more like me, and like I'm getting ready for the day, ready to get up and get out. I think that's been half the problem really, you know, like the loss of the routine, especially with schoolwork and studying. So that's where I'm at. I have got to write about Spanish flu. Here we go. Hi guys, so it's been a couple of days since I last filmed. Sorry about that. Wasn't what I intended. We've had some really sad news in our house. Our little baby girl cat, I say baby girl, she was our baby girl, our little baby girl cat Hen, who you will have seen throughout my videos. Good morning Henny, how are you? What is that? Ooh, what day is it today? Yes, it's day 75. Good morning guys, it's good morning from me and Hen, who has had her tube taken out, haven't you darling? She's very happy about that, she's got a little bandage now. We had to put her to sleep at the vet. We had to put her to sleep at the vet's a couple of days ago. Her diabetes just was uncontrollable in the end, despite all the care we gave her and despite all of the insulin and everything and the best that the hospital could do. She was just too poorly in the end. I'm going to talk about it in another video because like it's something I want to really talk about, because she was a, you know, member of our family, and those of you who know that, you know, we've been on our TTC journey and infertility journey and IVF journey for 7, nearly 8 years now, will know that she was our baby for all intents and purposes. So it's been pretty devastating really, and it's had a massive effect on my mood and on my ability to want to knuckle down and try and get this last essay done, but nonetheless it still needs to be done, so I will talk about that. And sorry for getting emotional there, but yeah, so it's been a couple of days. I took a couple of days out, so I'm really far behind now. I'm really behind. Exams are next Wednesday and Friday. I haven't managed to do any revision yet. It's just still going hot really. I cannot believe how 2020, how this year is going, but I have to do something, so I'm cracking on trying to do this essay. I just don't know why I'm still struggling so bad. This virus must have affected my brain, because I cannot think, I cannot focus, and I just cannot study. So I am doing my best today. Ironically, I came into my study this morning and found this on the floor. It's from my school bag, and it's basically connected to the essay that I'm doing, but she's left her paw prints for me, so I've just popped that up there for some inspiration and a little photo of her, bless her heart. And she's on our desk as well. That's the last picture we took with her. So I'm currently doing my best to read lots of books and read lots of journal articles. More books over here. So Spanish flu epidemic, pandemics, Black Death. which is totally a fun topic to be writing an essay about right now. I mean, could I have picked anything worse? Yeah, and throw in some global. I don't even want to talk about this one. But yeah, so I am trying to write. So it is actually flowing quite well. Quite happy with that. So it is actually flowing quite well.
Like a cup of tea or something stronger?
A cup of tea, please, at the minute. It's actually flowing quite well today, which is something, but it's like 3 o'clock and I need to crack on. I really want to get it done today so I can focus the weekend on revision. I hope you guys are finding it easier than me. This year is just not going to plan. This semester has just been ridiculous. Back to the essay. Oh my god. It is done! It's flipping well done, with one word to spare. It is the 2nd of June. It's due in 2 days' time. I could literally cry. You know that bit in Lord of the Rings where Frodo's like, it's done, drops the ring into the fire. That is how I feel right now. This essay, it's a really cool topic, but like, COVID has affected my head, seriously. I haven't been able to think straight. I haven't, you know, I've had like COVID pneumonia since March. I don't even know how I've done this essay, considering I haven't been able to get to the library. I've been stuck in the house. So I'm actually really, really proud of myself, actually. I couldn't have done it without my friends. So Jess, you have been a lifesaver. Literally on the end of the phone all the time. Going, you can do it, kick some ass. Thank you, love you. My brother, love you, Lil, and obviously Mike's been amazing. It's been a really, really difficult month, so God, yes, loving that feeling of just crossing off the list. Woo! So yeah, if you are studying the Black Death, I'd recommend this book. This book's been pretty spectacular, not gonna lie. Still need this book for referencing. It's my guide, I go to it all the time. And this is what my study looks like right now. Yeah. But the point is, I did it. It's done. And something very exciting is about to happen. I'm about to go outside for the first time since March the 8th. Obviously social distancing and obviously being very careful, but oh my god, am I excited. I've got to go put some makeup on. That essay is done, guys. I'm going to press submit, get it in, because I've got an exam tomorrow that I haven't had any time to revise for. So tonight is going to be a real, proper, old-fashioned cramorama session of revision. See you later.
To know.
I am back out. Obviously social distancing and very careful. First time since the 8th of March.